I'm ready to move out. I'm 34. I live at home, and I've been living at home for the last, 4 years. And it's both a privilege that I can do that and also purgatory. I know with absolute certainty now that I must move away from my family in order to thrive in the way that I want to. So I currently live at home with my mom, my sister, and my grandmother, 3 generations. It's interesting and painful. I'm constantly distracted by the needs of everyone else in my house. They always need something, and they always need it from me. Even while I'm recording this video, I've been interrupted at least 5 times. It's always something. Can you pick up my prescription? My phone is messed up. Can you take me to the store? It's exhausting, and I've been doing it since always. Oh my gosh, the other day we were watching Mrs. Doubtfire, and there's this moment where Robin Williams' character Daniel says something, and it just hit me because I was like, yeah, that's exactly it.
Do you ever wish that sometimes you could freeze frame a single moment in your day, look at it and say, this is not my life?
Yeah, like this is not what I saw for myself, which is okay. I mean, obviously things happen, but it's just, this is not where I want to be. This is not what I saw for myself. This can't be it. Again, lots of privilege in saying that, because there's some people who don't even get that option to dream. And I realize that. So it's hard because I think about that too, and how lucky I am, even when I don't feel so lucky. All this to say, I'm ready to move out, and I would love to be on my own by the end of the year. So I'm trying to take the correct steps to get there. And I don't really know what those are, but I would love to take you along with me. Once again, it's totally fine to live at home. I think what I realized too, just with the state of the world, it's not a bad thing. It's very common. You're not alone. There's so many of us who are living at home in our 20s, 30s, 40s. I feel like it feels like defeat when you end up back home, but it's not. I definitely feel like living at home can be a nice little cushion to reset, but I feel like I have now overstayed my visit. For me, obviously my mom would love me to stay forever. And as she gets older, I do worry about that, but I've gotta go. I can tell there's a lot of stress and pressure. Even when I lost my job, it wasn't, oh no, you've lost your job, it's okay. It was more like, oh no, you've lost your job. We also depend on you. You also can't get too sad about it because we need you to be strong for us. And that's how it felt. So I couldn't even really be sad about it for too long because I got to keep going, Everyone needs me to be strong and keep at it. Okay, so what's the plan? I think my plan is, again, to move out and be able to stand on my own while still supporting my family by 2027 or end of year. Hell, if I could do it by October, which is when I turn 35, that would be great. That would be the goal, but I know the state of, the world, the economy, like the state of the job market. So we have to be realistic. And I say we because you're coming on this journey with me at this point. Like I need you to keep me accountable a little bit. As, the eldest daughter, older sister, sometimes, we need an older sister too. Just someone who's just checking up on us. I do have great friends who do that, but I also get in these weird moments where it's hard to reach out and it's hard to be reachable. I just feel a little lost, but I just know I could make my life look different if I just work at it, I think. At the same time, then there's moments where I'm also just very like, ugh, everything sucks, and who knows how much time we have left on this earth anyway. So it's just, yeah, it's hard. But I am very much a, eternal optimist. I feel like I'm always pretty optimistic. So I'm hopeful, whatever that might be. I will say there are moments where I see myself in like a big city, and living that kind of life, and with the hustle, and I don't know, living in a high rise, and I don't know. I see that, but then there are moments where I also want to live like in the countryside, in like Scotland, by the sea, in a small little cottage just for me. I didn't mean to rhyme, but you know what I mean. So then there's that. So I think first task is to find a job. I have been I've been unemployed for at least, or I've been work free. That's what people are saying. I like that better. I've been work free for about 6 months now, actively looking for 4 months, just because those first 2 months I have been very burnt out. Chronic burnout is a thing. And I've seen somewhere where it says it takes about 3 to 5 years to be unburned out. That makes sense. It takes 3 to 5 years to heal from burnout. And I have had burnout since I was in college. So who's to say I've healed from it? So this time has been great. I will say, even when I'm looking for a job, I don't get excited. There were times when I would read a job description, I'm like, oh, I can do that. Now there are times where I read it, I'm like, yeah, I can do that, but do I want to? We got to figure that out too. But find a job that I feel fulfilled in, that I'm good at, or even one that just keeps me busy, keeps my mind busy, and stress free. I can get stressed out pretty easily, and I don't want to go back into an environment like that. Next is I really need to focus on, I think financially, I'm not the best with money, and I need to work on that. So limit spending, saving more, and just being smarter about what I purchase. Yeah, that comes with time, but definitely need to work on my finances. Paying off little debt that I have here and there. It'll be something like 400 something dollars here, and I've been chipping away at it. It's like, if I have the means, let's try to pay it off so I'm not doing all this like piecemealing everywhere. So that's something else. Also my credit score is not great. I could fix that. I need to reground myself. I used to love making vision boards. I've made a video on creating a vision board for the year. And I think my vision boards have missed some things that I need to relook at now. I think if I went back 10 years ago, or even more, like when I just got out of college, what I envisioned for myself is not the same vision I have for myself now. And I think sometimes I'm still maybe competing with that, or trying to meld that old vision into a new one, and it's creating friction. And I think that's what's also creating some disappointment. I need to figure out where I'd like to go. I might have to move for a job, which will be fine if that's the case. I hope to move somewhere where I would like to live there and restart there. I think that's also why I would love to have a true remote job where I can work from anywhere, a real work from anywhere job. But getting a job or some kind of income where I can be able to have some flexibility on where do I want to live? Or do I live a little bit of everywhere? I've always loved people who are just nomads and move every few months. I think that's really cool. I don't know if it's me, but who's to say? I think I do like some kind of like home base, and I would love to find that somewhere. I'm just tired of my day to day looking like the same moments over and over again, and And it's moments that I don't even get to give to myself. It feels like it's for everyone else. You know, I haven't dived into a little bit more on my background, but growing up the daughter of immigrants, you have an immense amount of pressure on you from day one. And I'm ready to kind of escape that pressure. I need to live for myself for a little bit. I don't really know what that looks like anymore. You know, at one point, I really did think I was going to be happily married and have 4 kids and live a life that I thought meant success. And now I realize success looks different for everyone. And so trying to navigate that has been tricky. I go through these moments of I just really get sad. And then I'm like, no. Where there's life, there's hope. And there's so many creators who talk about, you know, building their dream life and this starting over period. And I love that. And one thing I would say, the one caveat, instead of a dream life, I think it's just a life that is authentically you. I feel like when we say dream, it feels like it's really out there, but I just want one that feels like me. That's the kind of life I'm building. And I would love to do that with you. Just bring you along and just let you know what I'm doing. Gosh, don't you just want to live in a cottage by the sea? You know what I mean? I think I saw this creator who has like the cutest book bench window, and you can see the ocean from her home, and it's so cute. And every time I see it, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'd like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And I think I'm just going to do more chit chats. I don't know. While I love a good research video or a commentary, sometimes I just want to talk to you. So anyway, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.